Coral Reefs, written by Paula Schricker. Focus question: what are coral reefs, and why are they being protected? Introduction. Earth's tropical oceans contain places of wonder and beauty known as coral reefs. These huge undersea communities are home to thousands of living things. Day and night, animals hunt, eat, and avoid being eaten. They depend on each other for food, shelter, and safety. Almost 1/4 of all ocean plants and animals live around coral reefs. Fish, sea turtles, sea stars, and many other animals make reefs their home. Visitors include seabirds and dolphins. What is coral? At first glance, coral may look like oddly shaped rocks or plants. Corals are actually tiny animals called polyps. Most polyps are smaller than a pea. One branch or mound of coral can have thousands of polyps. Each polyp has a tube-like body and a mouth with tiny tentacles. Polyps are eating machines. At night, they open their tentacles to catch tiny animals. Hundreds of kinds of corals live in the ocean. Most are one of two kinds. Hard corals, also known as stony corals, form hard skeletons. Over time, many millions of these hard skeletons build up and form reefs. Most stony corals live together with algae. Algae are simple cousins of plants. They supply food for the corals and for many reef fish. Soft corals can bend with the currents. They often look like trees, bushes, or other plants. Algae live in the bodies of some, but not all, soft corals. A busy underwater community. Most people think of brightly colored fish when they think about coral reefs, and with good reason. Thousands of kinds of fish live on reefs. The reefs provide them with food. Reefs also protect them from animals that hunt them for food. Shrimp, lobsters, and crabs also find food at reefs. Sea stars catch small animals that hide among the coral branches. Sea anemones, which look like flowers, wait for their next meal to drift past. Coral reefs support thousands of kinds of living things. They are important in other ways, too. Reefs help protect coasts from storms and floods. By keeping soil in place, they protect coasts from erosion. Coral reefs also feed and shelter animals that provide much of the world's seafood. They help many countries bring in money and have food to eat. Also, reef plants and animals are used in medicines. Medicines from coral reefs. Scientists have made medicines from living things on coral reefs, and more are likely on the way. Corals produce a substance that is used in the treatment of asthma and arthritis. Medicines that treat several different kinds of cancer come from coral reefs, too. Scientists are also studying reef animals for ways to treat infections and skin problems. Where are coral reefs? Most reefs are close to shore in warm tropical waters. They also form where warm currents flow from the tropics, such as in Florida. Coral grows best in warm water that is between 21 and 29 degrees Celsius, 70 to 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Since algae need sunlight to make food, most corals live near the water's surface. There are 3 kinds of coral reefs. Fringing reefs are close to shore. They usually follow the natural shoreline or fringe of the land. Barrier reefs have a large, deep area of water between them and the shore. The world's largest barrier reef is the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. It is 2,300 kilometers, 1,429 miles long. The Great Barrier Reef is made up of over 3,000 separate reefs and islands. It is home to nearly 2,000 kinds of fish. Atolls, the third type of reef, are shaped like circles. They form around the outside of an old sinking island or island volcano. Over time, the island sinks or the volcano breaks apart. Then a small body of water called a lagoon forms in the center. Dangers to coral reefs. Coral reefs are fragile, and many things can damage them. Large, powerful tsunami waves can break reefs. Most damage is caused by people, however. Many scientists think that pollution is partly to blame for coral diseases. These diseases can wipe out a coral reef in weeks. Warmer ocean water due to global warming also plays a part. Global warming. Global warming is a rise in the average temperature of Earth's air and oceans large enough to change long-term weather patterns. Global warming today is mainly caused by human activities. These include clearing land for farming and burning coal, oil, and gas. These things make large amounts of carbon dioxide gas. This gas enters the air around Earth and traps heat close to Earth's surface. Global warming is causing many problems, including more bad storms and dangers to natural communities. Scientists expect the problems to get worse unless we cut way back on the activities that make so much carbon dioxide. Another problem, known as bleaching, also results from ocean water getting too warm. When this happens, the algae in coral polyps change in a way that harms the polyps. To stay safe, the polyps get rid of the algae. Since the algae are their main source of food, they begin to starve. They also lose their color, which makes them look bleached. Corals can sometimes recover from bleaching, but if the cause of bleaching continues, both the corals and the reef will die. Bleaching now affects 3/4 of coral reefs. Because of human activities, Earth's oceans also contain too much carbon dioxide. The extra carbon dioxide makes ocean water more acidic. As a result, corals can't take in a certain chemical that keeps their skeletons healthy. Without it, their skeletons dissolve. People are harming coral reefs in other ways, too. Fishing methods that use poisons and explosives have destroyed over half the reefs in the Philippines. Building along coasts causes soil erosion and pollution. Another danger is breaking off chunks of coral reefs by accident or on purpose. Protecting coral reefs. Many countries have taken steps to protect nearby reefs. In some places, it is against the law to take fish, plants, or coral. People and boats are not allowed near many fragile reefs. But these laws are only a start. Coral nurseries. Scientists grow pieces of healthy coral in nurseries. The pieces may be rescued from boat damage or coastal building projects. Scientists hang the pieces from bars or place them in baskets. Later, they move the pieces to damaged reefs. The pieces help the reefs become healthy again.